My name is John Ziegler. I represent the group Citizens for a Free Ventura County. This is my daughter, Grace. She's 7 years old, and she just wants to have a birthday in June. You may have heard me on KVTA radio. They put me on once a week because, get this, they're afraid to have someone on to tell the truth about what's going on here. Talk radio is even afraid. Well, it's great to see people of like mind out here today, because I thought the whole county had lost its damn mind. Obviously, there's some of us who have not. Although I would like to know, whatever happened to the hippie generation in California from the 60s and 70s? They protested everything. I guess it's because pot is an essential business in Ventura County. Now look, the news media is going to want to portray us in a particular way, and it's not going to be good. You'll know who the news media members are here because they're the ones wearing the masks and the gloves and staying 12 feet away from everybody. All right? So I want to help out the news media by explaining what we are against, what we are not for, and what we are actually for. Can you help me out here?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go through a quick list. Are we anti-science? No, we are not. Are we pro-death? No, we are not. Are we against old people? No, we are not. Are we in favor of the virus? No, we are not. Are we in favor of doing absolutely nothing to mitigate the virus? No, we are not. Are we all Donald Trump's? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that question. For the record, I am not a Donald Trump supporter. However, if he found his balls, I might be. I was told there would be balls, but apparently there aren't. The politics of this do matter. My daughter has learned a lot about politics. She has a unique way of referring to our governor. What is that, Grace?
Governor Newsom!
Governor Newsom is her way of referring to our governor. So at least there's been that educational element of this. All right, now, let's talk about some of the things that we do believe in. Do we believe in common sense?
Yes!
Do we believe that it's possible to have fun without causing danger?
Yes!
Do we believe it's a bad idea to use law enforcement resources to close our beaches? Yes, that's a bad idea. It's a very bad idea. Do we believe this is a hoax? No. This is not a hoax. This is a serious situation. This is a serious situation, but we need to use common sense. And we are having our lives dictated by a Dr. Levin. Now, Dr. Levin, our group has paid the last 2 weeks for an ad in all the Acorns. It's basically a love letter to Dr. Levin. All right? You can see it in today's Acorns. What we do is we take him on his number one prediction on which all of this was based, which was that we would be much like New York City, that we would have 400 to 600 hospitalizations a day. A day. We have now, 50 days later, just passed 100 hospitalizations total. Now, I don't have a fancy medical degree, but I could have told you Ventura County was not going to be anything like New York City. I mean, those Twin Towers in Oxnard look pretty ominous, but other than that, I think there's a few differences between Ventura and New York City, and we ought to be treated as differently than New York City. We do believe in certain inalienable rights. Inalienable means they're not contingent on what Dr. Levin's whims are. All right? They are not contingent on the whims of Governor Newsom. They are inalienable. And they include life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. There's no exemption to that. And it's certainly not exempted by the situation here in Ventura County. Now, 2 final points. I want to address the media and law enforcement, because those 2 elements are incredibly important for getting us out of this situation. The media is completely and totally invested in a doomsday narrative. But let me address the media members who are here, we know you're going to lie about us. We already know that. But consider your own self-interest, because the longer this goes on, guess what's going to happen? Small businesses are going to die. Advertising for your entities, your outlets, your newspapers are going to die. And guess who's going to be out of a job? You, the news media. It's in your self-interest to bring some sense of sanity back to this and for us to get back to our lives. And then finally, law enforcement. I grew up my entire life believing that law enforcement were the good guys. Law enforcement were there to protect our rights, not to take them away. There is going to be a major issue here with regard to whether or not these edicts continue to be enforced. I believe that Governor Newsom, or Poosum as Grace refers to him, Governor Poosum's attempt to shut down all of the beaches was disrupted because he did not believe law enforcement was going to enforce it for him. Law enforcement needs to make a decision. Are they on the side of the people, or are they on the side of tyranny? I have taught my daughter that law enforcement were the good guys. Grace is very, very in tune throughout all the stories she watches, all the movies. Who were the good guys and who are the bad guys? I now no longer know whether law enforcement are the good guys or the bad guys, and she doesn't either. Law enforcement, please be part of the good guys. Protect us. Do not take our rights away. Use some common sense. Let's get back to life here in Ventura County. And let freedom ring. God bless America, or at least what's left of it. And in the great words of Mel Gibson in Braveheart, free!